It was just another Saturday night for Matt Daniels, a single dad juggling fatherhood. A full-time job at a hardware store and the quiet ache of recent loss, the diner on 8th and Maple, had become a ritual, something he and his 6-year-old daughter, Lily, could look forward to. Just 2 pancakes to share and 1 chocolate milk. It wasn't much, but 2. Lily, it was heaven. Matt was watching her swirl syrup into a smiley face, when a soft voice broke through the bustle of clinking dishes and idle chatter. "Excuse me, sir? May we have your leftovers?" He turned confused and found himself face to face with 5 children. The oldest couldn't have been more than 12 behind them. A woman, frail eyes, sunken arms wrapped tightly around herself, stood silently, almost apologetically, but it was the eyes of the smallest boy that broke him wide, hollow, and painfully honest. There was no shame, just hunger and a kind of resignation.
Ow.
No child should ever know. Matt glanced at his plate, still half full. Lily was mid-giggle, oblivious. He looked back at the kids, then at the woman. She tried to speak, but no words came. Her lips trembled. "How long since they've eaten?" he asked gently. She hesitated, then whispered, "Yesterday morning." Matt's heart sank. The booth felt too warm suddenly, his throat too tight. He stood without thinking. "Come sit," he said, motioning to the table. The woman shook her head. "No, we didn't mean please. My daughter loves company." The kids lit up like a string of Christmas lights, shy smiles tugging at tired faces. Matt flagged the waitress. "Whatever they want, pancakes, burgers, milkshakes, sat it to my tab." The waitress blinked, surprised. "You sure?" He nodded. "Feed them like you'd feed your own." As the food arrived, laughter followed. Lily shared her crayons. The little boy told Matt he wanted to be a firefighter. The little one with the hollow eyes, he smiled when Matt handed him a warm roll. And that smile felt like sunlight breaking through storm clouds while the kids ate. The mother sat across from Matt, whispering thanks again. And again he learned her name was Rosa, a widow like him. They had lost everything in a fire 2 months ago. Jobs, home stability shelters were full, and every day was a fight to find food. Matt didn't say much. He just listened, really listened. And when she wiped away tears with a trembling hand, he quietly slid a card across the table. "That's my address. The guest room's empty, and there is plenty of space on the couch just until you get back on your feet." Rosa stared at the card. "You don't even know us." "I know. Those kids shouldn't be hungry," he said, "and I know what it's like to have no one offer help that night." The small house on Oak Street had more laughter than it had in years. Matt watched 5 kids and his Lily build a pillow fort in the living room. Rosa made tea in the kitchen, her hands finally steady. He stood quietly in the hallway, taking it all in. Sometimes kindness isn't a grand gesture. Sometimes it's just seeing someone, really seeing them, and offering what you can. Months later, Rosa found steady work. The kids were enrolled in school, and Matt had 6 more reasons to smile every day. What began as a simple meal became a second chance for all of them, and every time someone asked Matt why he'd do so much for strangers, he'd smile softly and say they weren't strangers, just family I hadn't met yet. Ending note: one small act of kindness can echo far beyond that moment. In a world growing faster and colder, sometimes all we need is someone who says you're not alone.